question, the best player ever to come out of France. In fact, back in the summer of 2013, he led France to the Euro Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there for Parker.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Kevin, we've got a moment here to take a look at what the Spurs have done as far as NBA stats go over the last month. First in field goal percentage, second in free throw percentage, and they're ranked third overall in team offense. This is a team that knows how to put the ball in the basket, and really that's their strong suit.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Patrick Mills.
France has really produced some quality NBA players. Think about Boris Diaw, Nick Batum. Batum actually carried France in that title game against Lithuania.
Boy, that is just good stuff for him. Nice touch.
And Mills kicks to Diaw. And there's the rejection. And they get it back. Mills has got 8 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on the system today. Beautiful to watch.
And for Boris Diaw and Parker, they grew up together, and they'd won a gold medal together in the U18 European Championships.
And for 13 years, they've tried to get that second gold medal. But I'll tell you, the quality of play around the world just continues to get tougher and tougher. And France definitely in that upper echelon.
Augustine, no luck. Spurs trail by 7. Passes it to Bellinelli. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, he's got to get everybody on the same page. I mean, that's the reason for this timeout. And if that happens, I think they can improve and start playing better.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent and to look for that extra edge if you can. And I think he feels like he might have seen one.
And the Thunder with some changes. Lamb is checked in for Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. It's Westbrook with the drive. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Westbrook's got 27.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 7 points thanks to the hoop from Ginobili. Now here's Lamb. Near the three-point line is Westbrook, and there's another one for the Thunder.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. Spurs trail by 9. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. The guards, Parker and Bellinelli. Duncan out there with Boris Diaw. And it's Ginobili in at the 3 slot. There's Lamb. Outside Westbrook. Feeds it to Lamb. Fires the 3. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game. Parker kicks to Duncan. Inside. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Westbrook. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Russell Westbrook, maybe the most athletic and explosive point guard ever to play in the NBA. Some people would say, what about you?
Well, you know, it's hard to say ever. But Russell Westbrook clearly plays with the kind of ferocity that I've not seen at the point guard position. The only guy that comes to mind is probably Derrick Rose prior to his injury. I think Westbrook's aggression, powering through contact, probably gives him the edge. I mean, he plays almost angry.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque. I mean, it's something to behold. I've not quite seen the guy at the point guard spot bring that kind of athleticism and speed and tenacity to the position.
Well, I like how you mentioned Rose, because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose was...
He was right in that same category.
You got it. San Antonio calls timeout.
Well, you look at Jeremy Lamb, physically 6'5", almost a 7-foot wingspan, jumps well. He's got all the tools to be special at both ends of the floor.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. The Spurs also with the sub. Baines is checked in. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. Guys, I know we've been battling. You may feel a little bit gassed, but we got to dig deep right now and find a way. Take a deep breath and let's get it done. Kevin?
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. 5 to shoot. Leonard kicks to Duncan. Lets it go with a 3. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Leonard.
And for Lamb, really, the only physical knock is that he needs to continue to get stronger, get friendly in that weight room. He's still under 200 pounds, and his high center of gravity means he can tend to get pushed around a little bit, but that's nothing that strength won't eliminate. So the weight room has to be his friend.
Green with a screen on Westbrook. It's Parker with the drive. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Here's Westbrook, and there's another one for the Thunder. And Jeremy Lamb, Steve, sort of a late bloomer. He didn't become a starter until his senior year, in fact, in high school.
Yeah, he was lightly regarded, and even in his 2 seasons at UConn, he battled inconsistency at times, but solid start to his NBA career. Good size and length and shooting ability.
Leonard, no luck. The Thunder leading by 14. Here's Robertson. They get it back. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Duncan, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. These timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Parker passes to Leonard. And the wide open shot from Green. Nails the wide open jump shot. Green's got 21 in the game. The Thunder have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Augustine from outside, rebounded by the Spurs. Duncan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Singler against Leonard. Back to Parker. Oh, that's blocked. They get it back. They retain possession, and they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Augustine with it. He's picked up by Parker, and Augustine kicks to Lamb. Off target with his 3.
Excellent defense on the perimeter that time. He probably should have passed.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're ahead by 10. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Group in here for the Thunder. Perry Jones is checked in for Cantor. comes in for Singler. Waiters, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Green. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. They mentioned one more thing, which was that he'd like them to get out and run whenever they get their hands on the ball. Let's play this game at top speed. Those were his exact words. It's likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the fourth. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Well, in these games late in the season, critics say sometimes that motivation can be lacking. Playoff teams may be resting their stars. But it's a difficult issue for the NBA. How do you make these late season games more meaningful?
Steve, you mentioned the dog days of March and April. How would the league make winning more important part down the stretch?
Well, I've heard a number of interesting ideas. A play-in tournament for the final playoff spot, giving teams a few days of rest prior to the playoffs, eliminate mid-lottery protection so there's not an all-or-nothing losing incentive. The biggest thing to me would be reducing the number of regular season games.
Yeah. And you think that might happen?
I would love to see it happen. I don't think it will, though.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for the Thunder.
The key here, Clark, second chance points.
Well, they pounded the offensive glass, and Kevin, I also think they won the 50-50 balls, too.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
Well, this victory now draws them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
It's been a good battle between these two this year. Fitting that it ends 2-2.
You look at the stats and you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Russell Westbrook. And a big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving and finding guys when they would flash open.
Fires it up. Again, Oklahoma City.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Parker dishes to Baines. Back to Parker. He feeds it to Duncan. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Tony Parker.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. Been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
And Parker drops them both. 5 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Three-pointer Augustine, and he gets it to go.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
And so now we'll go down to Doris Burke, who's standing by live with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Yes, thank you, Kevin. Russell, obviously your ability to attack on offense is such a key for your team. How do you